hardest thing I've had to deal with would be the mental health parts of it.
The cost of living.
Like being left out.
We've lost relationships that we were close to before my diagnosis, you know. Not everybody comes on the journey with you, and you do lose people along the way who just find it all too hard.
9 times out of 10, we are pensioners, we don't work, or we have some form of work but we don't have, we're not rich. And everything that we need to buy for ourselves to make ourselves accessible and get around the place and that, it is so expensive.
Like there's been so many times where in high school or primary school where, friends would organise something and they'd be so excited about going and doing it. And I'd just have to be like, oh, can I do this? I don't think I can do this. I need to sit out and not join in.
The flip side is you meet really great people who are more than happy to come on the journey with you, and you make new relationships.
My family are the type of people who are like, no, you're going to come along and you're going to be involved in this experience, and they don't want me to miss out on anything, and same as my friends. Like that, not persistence, but when I have turned around and been like, oh, I feel like a burden, like I don't think I should come, they've turned around and been like laughed in my face and been like, are you kidding me? You're coming. Like, this experience wouldn't be the same without you. And so hearing something like that, it's like, oh, even if I can't do all the things that everyone else can, at least my presence and my personality or what I have to offer personally is something to add to the experience for other people.
In my early years, I had to have spinal surgery due to scoliosis. Things went a little pear-shaped and I spent a week in ICU, and that was a very confrontational thing. I was high on morphine for the pain, so I remember none of it. I was having these hallucinations that I was in my school library naked and freaking out. But in all seriousness, there would never have been a tougher moment for Mum and Dad dealing with this, and it's through their strength that I overcame and got through it, and through the wonderful support of doctors.
You get to my age, you have other health issues, and it's how they all interact with each other. And sometimes when you get diagnosed then with something different, like I've got heart disease and type 2 diabetes as well, those kind of things that knock you more than having the disability, because then it's a bit more of a what's next? What do I have to put up with next?
People taking advantage of you. And it happens. I was involved with a group at one stage, like a community group, and the CEO of the group would say to me, we want to milk you, we want to put you out there, and we want to tell people how bad it is for you to be in a wheelchair and get the sympathy votes and all that kind of stuff. And I used to think, hang on a minute, who do you think you are?
Though I think our intimacy's got stronger, I think the loss of the sex life is pretty high up on the list. Having the role of primary carer and lover, partner, wife, the carer sometimes can
overshadow.
Yeah, and just consume the rest to the point where, part of it's my age. I'm getting up there. I'm a good deal older than Sarah is, but and I get tired. Why are you laughing at me?
I knew if I brought you out here, you were going to be very honest. Okay, let's go.